With players coming available at the trade deadline or buyouts, fans are, wanting to know, would you be interested in putting out a player like that in your lineups that could protect the paint and rebound more as his primary job and couldn't shoot?
You're asking if we would be in the market for someone like that?
Yeah, and to what extent could a guy like that fit in your rotation?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about a big guy, I mean, we're pretty loaded up with big guys. Since Porzingis is back, we've got, Porzingis, Kleber had played a lot of 5 when we were in Orlando. We got Boban, we got Powell, we got Cauley Stein. I mean, you got five men there. And so I don't see that as, a pressing thing. What we need to do is get completely healthy, which I think we've gotten. We need to have a few good days of practice here, and then coming off an 8-day break. I mean, this is going to have a different, an additional set of challenges going into a back-to-back against 2 good teams in Memphis and Boston, even though the games are home Monday and Tuesday. So. But look, we're always looking to improve the team. Mark and Donnie, these guys are gunslingers, man. They're riverboat gamblers, and they're ready to talk about anything that'll get the team better.
It's Rick Carlisle with us on 105.3 The Fan.
Yeah, Coach, how good was it for you to get, and you're a teacher, how good was it to you to get back out onto the practice court? And, because every night you talk about consistency and, hey, man, we played well these 2 quarters, we didn't play so well. How good was it for you to get back out there and kind of be able to talk about things that you need to be able to do going forward to win these games?
Yeah, we needed more time for drill work and for competitiveness. What I mean by competitive play in practice. We got a group of guys that love to play. They love to compete against each other. I mean, there's a lot of smack talking going back and forth in practices when we're doing stuff, and it's the spirit is very good, and so we needed to get back to that. And we've had 3 good practice days this week. We're looking forward to a couple of good, more good ones in the next couple of days, and then we're right back into it.
So, Coach, James Johnson has fallen out of the rotation, and Josh Green is going to be working in the G League. Is there any element of disappointment in the way anything went with either of those 2, or is that just the natural, we've got all our guys, we're going to find our rotations, and this is what's going to work?
Yeah, Jeff, I think it's more of that. Once we had, and when we had the COVID thing, it was Richardson, Kleber, Finney-Smith, and Brunson that were out, and that's 4 of our top 6 or 7 guys, and so when those guys were out, Green was starting, and we liked Johnson off the bench, and both of those guys were doing positive things. But when you get 4 of your top 7 or 8 back in the rotation, it's going to create a void. And the great thing about both of those guys, and we decided that, I talked to Mark after the Portland game, and I just said, Mark, we got to get Green down to the G League bubble to play. I mean, the minutes just aren't there right now, and we've got 3 other young players down there that are really making some progress, and they're getting on the floor, and they're competing, and they're just getting a chance to find out what the pro game is about. You can do that only to a certain extent when you have the density of games and the lack of practice time. But I'll give Johnson a lot of credit, for a guy that is a pretty established player, that came here via a trade and understood coming in that, it was going to be a competitive situation. There were definitely going to be minutes for him, before Porzingis got back, and then there were really no promises. This guy's remained one of the leaders of our team. If you watch our bench area during games, even though he has not been playing, I mean, he's into it. He's encouraging guys, and he's got a really good charismatic presence with our team. So we need that, and we need him ready to play as well.
It's Rick Carlisle with us. Okay, what does Luka Doncic being back-to-back All-Star starter mean to you? Mean for him?
Well, it's a spectacular career, for a young player. The progress, the trajectory, all those things. I mean, gosh, it's otherworldly, and this kid is carried an incredibly large load for us, more than I'd like, frankly. I'd like it if he didn't have to, go for 30 and, a triple-double or a near triple-double every night. And look, this week has helped us, hopefully rebalance things a little bit. But, this guy's a gamer. This guy is an entertainer. He's a great player. He's a winner. I mean, it's just it's exciting to come in every day and have him being on your team.